Hello, everyone. I hope that all is well. Um, Today's video is basically just a lock journey update. Um, I am 2 years in almost, well, not quite 2 years, but coming pretty close to the 2 year mark, guys. I'll be locked 2 years, September the 20th, 2024. Most of you, I've shared this journey with you extensively. Um, and it's really just been that it has been a journey. Um, the reason why I started, it's not. It ended up not being the reason why I carried through with the lock journey. I started this, like I guess, like basically like as a testament to my growth, internal growth, and a lot of people that know me know that like my hair is like everything for me. Like I will switch up at the drop of the hat, or let me just the old me. I was very big on switching up my hair um, because I couldn't keep it constant. Like my hair kind of like was like my mind. My mind changed, my hair changed. My hair changed, my mind changed type of deal. So it's truly a testament to my growth as a person. But I started this, like I said, September of 2022. Um, I went to I went to the first loctician I went to. I wasn't really pleased with with the work that she had done. I didn't think that she really understood the assignment as far as like what I was looking for. And not only that, but my hair is extremely curly. Um, and this isn't my first lock journey, guys. Like, I'll just go on record and say that I've done this. Um, I've done this multiple times. So this is probably like my third, maybe fourth set of locks. And it's just because in the past, like my hair was so curly, like it wouldn't stay, and I didn't even have the patience at the time um to put in to the journey. But as we can see, of course, we're almost 2 years in, and she's beautiful. She's beautiful. She is, she's given nothing but life, like growth. So yeah, let me just go back, try to put a little bit of context on what I'm saying. Um, I started this September 2022. I already said that. I know, guys, I'm being a little repetitive, but um, my hair at the time, they were so tiny, and I love the fact that that's what it was, but um, it's just I didn't like the parting, the grid, like the way that the loctician um, basically made my lock grid, with my parts. I wasn't really feeling that. And so my daughter had told me about a lady that she knew, a friend of hers at her school that was a loctician. Her friend's mom was a loctician, excuse me. And she did a lot of the kids here in the high school because, realistically speaking, like locks is like a big part of the indigenous culture. That's what we do. And so my daughter showed me some of her work. Um, and this is like the day after like September 18th, the day before, like 2 days before I got my locks done by the new loctician. My daughter showed me her work. I looked over some of her testimonials and reviews, and I was like, okay, yeah, I feel like this is what I'm looking for. And I didn't want her to necessarily start my lock journey over. I just wanted her to make the I just wanted her to create the parting that I wanted, because I was only like a couple of days in, so it's not like she was undoing anything. And so, um, fast forward a couple of days, got a consultation with her. She was able to look at my hair, and she told me that she was excited to work with my hair type because I know like a lot of people with the I think it's like the 4C 4B hair. It's easier for their hair to lock because of the texture. my hair was differently textured than that. Like I have, what they call the good hair thing. That's always been the thing. Like all of my children, extremely long, curly, beautiful hair. And so she was like, I'm so excited to work with your hair type because I don't often get to work with, the hair type that you have. And so it was going to be, it was like we were starting this journey together. You know what I mean? So after she looked at my hair, um, she washed it, of course, to remove the product from the previous loctician, just to utilize the products that she had that were better fitted, like the tea tree oil shampoo, tea tree oil jam, the tea tree oils, period, like tea tree oil, tea tree and lemongrass oil based products is what she used, which was good for my scalp and for my hair. And so, like, after that first day, like, I had to go to work. I literally had to go to work like 2 days after that. So I was like, oh my God, I hope this turns out right. So I don't know if you guys like ever get your hair done and you just like praying the whole time, like, I hope this turned out right. Because that's what I was doing. I was like, I hope this turned out right. I know this is going to turn out right, right? So, excuse me, y'all. Long story short, she did my hair and oh my God, like y'all, I freaking loved it. My locks were like hangy because the last lady, when she did it, it was kind of like stiff. And I'm like, no, I need a little bit of body. But I understood that my hair wasn't that long, but I still wanted just to have like a little, shake moment, even though, the shaking your head because it wasn't like that long. But I was pleased. I mean, that was an understatement. Like I was all in. When she redid my hair, I'm like, okay, I can do this. So she was telling me like, you want to wait. You can wash your hair like every week if you want to. It's not a thing where you can't wash them because they're gonna come loose. She told me that the water um will actually help the process because it helps the hair become tangled. And she was right. She really was right. So I followed her advice. I didn't really put any like oils and stuff in my hair when I first started out. I actually would use aloe vera. I was real big on getting the aloe vera plant and just using it on my scalp, massaging my scalp with it, just putting it in my locks and just letting my locks absorb those nutrients. I would wash my hair a lot. So that's what I started out doing, guys. But like I didn't have any hair on the sides, guys. Let me bring you guys closer real quick. I had a like a high top fade when it started out. So all of this on the sides that you see now was nothing. Like it literally was just like teeny tiny. Like if you guys can see this curl here, that's what I had on the sides of my hair. So I had to allow it to grow out. But I didn't have anything on the sides and I was like, I asked him like, well, what are we gonna do? You know, with the sides. And she was like, well, we'll have to just let them grow out and take their time. So every time after that I went, and it just seemed like my hair was just growing so super fast, or maybe it was just all in my mind. But every time that I would go, she would still give like the little twisties on the side, just like the little curl with the comb, just to get their hair, just to stimulate the hair follicle for the growth. I want to say like after 3 to 4 months is when I really started to see my sides grow. So after like 3 months, I had maybe about this much of a lock. And I've been working and I'm like, oh my God, because the process of seeing that is what really made it real for me. I'm like, oh my God, my hair is growing, like they're actually in. But every time I would go to her, in between like my appointments for like my retwist, every time I would go to her, I would be like so afraid at first. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna come loose, they're gonna come out, they're gonna come out. Of course, they never did. But I kept a relationship with her, my second loctician, that I'm referencing now. I kept a relationship with her for like the first 3 months. I went to her 3 times because at the time my daughter was um, was teaching herself. by way of YouTube tutorials on how to do retwists, how to maintenance locks, um, the different tools that you can use to lock hair, the different techniques for retwisting and things like that, and for starter locks. And so basically, just to save myself some time and some money, of course, right? Um, I allowed my daughter to just start practicing on me for the past almost, this is July, for about 19 months. For 19 months, my daughter has been the one that is responsible for what you guys see now. This is my 15-year-old daughter. And at the time, my daughter was 14 when she started doing my hair. She'll be 16 in February. So she was 14 at the time. And when I was so excited, y'all. Let me just say this: through every freaking phase of the journey, like the um little snakes, that's what they call them, the little snakes. I was so like enamored by the process, right? Like I loved all of that because I'm like, oh, I got locks. I just knew that I was proud of myself for being in a position to where I could maintain, a level of maturity to see the process through. So through every phase that I went through with my hair and watching my locks grow and talking to them, speaking life into them and nurturing them because they were babies, it's like having a child. My daughter was in that process with me and she grew my hair. She stimulated my hair and she's a big part of the reason that my hair is where it is today. As you guys can see, it is extremely healthy. It is very shiny. And it's long. It's so beautiful, guys. Like no one, like when I tell people how long I've had these locks, y'all, they think I'm lying. Like I literally, I haven't had these for 2 years, but it'll be 2 years in September of this year. September the 20th is my 2-year anniversary. Um, and so people see my hair and they're like, "Oh my God, your hair's so beautiful. How long have you had your locks?" And they think I've had them for a long time, when really it's been less than 2 years, guys. Seriously. So my daughter is responsible for that. She grew my hair. Excuse me, y'all. She grew my hair from babies, like through every phase of maturity. We went through, the little babies. The little babies went to elementary school. That's when they started like budding. They went from like the budding phase to like the fuzziness, because those are all steps in the process. But they went from those phases until like being like middle schoolers, and that's when you get a little bit of length. So it's like to your ear a little bit. You start feeling yourself. You can shake them, and it's like I'm shaking it, and I can actually feel it. I can feel the wind coming off of that type of deal. But yeah, so my daughter went through every process with me. She grew this hair like it was hers. And y'all, I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. Um, I threatened to cut these things so many different times. These things, I'm sorry, girl. I threatened to cut my locks on numerous occasions because with locks, sometimes you really like locked in like all the time. Not sometimes, but you locked in. So it's like I had to get creative. Um, whew, excuse me, y'all. Don't mind me. I had to get creative with my locks. Like I made myself a promise when I first got locks. I'm like, I'm not gonna do any style until my hair is like literally like on my neck. And I didn't. My daughter would be like, "Mama, you need to do some styles and stuff." Y'all, Um, I did my first style a year ago, and I'm going to put that in the I'm going to add those clips in the timeline so you guys can see that in the video. But I did my first style a year ago, I believe. Again, excuse me, y'all. Ooh. But I did my first style, and that was like a half up, half down, half up bun, have down. And at the time, my hair was like a forest green and blonde, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Oh my gosh! Like, so when I did that first style, y'all, I became addicted to different styles that I could do, of course, because now I got the length or whatever. And with the length, it just makes everything look better. We styling, you know, type vibes. So, needless to say, we made it through this far. And I'm telling you, like, I don't know how I did it, y'all. I don't know. I don't know how I did this. Like, I had other stuff I was doing too that was testing like my strength and my growth. I had a lot of different things I was doing that I was practicing as far as my spiritual growth goes. So this was just a part of it, but having the locks, um, it kept me in tune. It also is very like it was low maintenance at first. I'm gonna be honest. It was low maintenance at first, but once you start getting into like the different hair care products and different hair care lines, especially from natural hair, I started trying all kinds of different products. And honestly, I really tried everything. I tried everything, and all my kids are 100% natural. My youngest two daughters are actually like organic. They've never had my second youngest, she's 12. When she was 6, she had some issues health wise, and her hair started to come out, and she had a supposed to be a no dye kitty relaxer, but it causes a lot of problems, y'all. And I want to say this was like 8 years ago. My daughter's hair started to fall out. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what the heck I didn't know what to do. So my daughter turned me into a medicinal shaman by way of natural and organic hair products and healing herbs and stuff that you can take internally that will help with the body. And my oldest daughter, who is almost 20 years old, and she and I started to grow my now 12-year-old daughter's hair back about I say it's been I say 8 years. It hasn't been 8 years. It's been 6 years ago. We grew her hair back, and she has beautiful, 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 like almost to the middle of her back. Beautiful hair, very, very strong hair, and the curl pattern, y'all, is ridiculous. And I always try to entice people that don't have locks that are natural to come on over to the wild side. It's really fun. So I try to entice them, but yeah, so everybody pretty much is like 100% natural except for like the dye. We dye our hair. That's what we do, y'all. I've had every color of the rainbow that you can think of, even this pink. Like my locks have went through a lot, and they have stood the test of time, and they're so beautiful, guys. So and we recently did a one of the henna placenta treatments. We did that, I want to say last week. Oh my God, y'all, it works wonders. But I'm gonna bring you guys in now to give you a visual. Let me turn up my lighting was low. Hey y'all. So I'm gonna just bring you guys in, let you get a visual of my scalp. It's guys like it's got a lot of oil right now. There's a lot of oil on my scalp right now just because I oiled today to give my locks a little bit more shine. I don't oil every day. Um, every few days I oil, but I'm gonna bring you guys in closer so you can see what's going on. You see? And y'all can see my scalp is extremely healthy. Um, like I told you, I didn't have any hair on the sides, but as you guys can see, like all of my hair is the same length now. My little baby coils turned into this. It's so beautiful. They're healthy, guys. They're strong. This is the front of my hair. Of course, I have my edges laid right now because I'm not gonna come on here and let y'all clown me for having a curly twist out without my edges being done. So the edges are laid. The edges are extremely healthy. You don't see any receding going on here. In fact, my edges get so thick sometimes that I have to push them back. But yeah, this is the back, guys. Let me give you guys the back. This is the back. And y'all see the full shape now. So, lengthwise, what we're looking at is probably about here. It is not about. I know that it is. Of course, the curls take away from the length, but they hang to my shoulders, guys. I'm not 2 years in. It seems like it's been longer than that, but honestly, um, it's been almost 2 years. And on September the 20th, it'll be 2 years. Hold on, y'all. It'll be 2 years, September the 20th, that I've had my locks. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much it. I give her treatment and I water her. I talk to her. I encourage her growth, and she listens. And I give her what she needs. She gives me what I need. So I do encourage you guys, if you're watching this video, this is your confirmation to go ahead and do that thing that you've been saying you're going to do. You watched tons of videos and then you came across mine. So let me serve you as inspiration of what growth and maturity looks like, because that's what the lock journey is. It's growth, development, and maturity in all aspects. So let me be your encourager, your confirmation, and go ahead and tap in, guys. It's a very, very beautiful journey. Um, it'll teach you discipline. Um, it'll teach you self love, and above all else, it's a little bit deeper than those things. There's a certain energy that comes with this. It's if I had to describe it, um, it's almost godlike. And trust me, everything is not like all peachy and no. Mm-mm. But God, and I feel like you guys know what I'm about to say. God is not the author of confusion, but God is the God of duality. That means the good and the bad. So, of course, but that's everything in life. We should be used to that by now. We're grown. But yeah, with this journey, many times I was like, oh my God, I'm ready for them to get longer, ready for them to get longer. When they did, it just seemed like it kind of seemed like it happened overnight, but of course, almost 2 years in. But they got longer, they got stronger, and this is where we are, guys. This is the front of my head, y'all. I did not have any hair on the sides. I could not wait for them to get longer, and this is what y'all have now. A lot of my ends are curly. Let me see if I can pull out some of the ones with the curly ends. My ends are curly, guys. And then you have, like, here's one here. Some of my ends are curly like that, and then you have some with the ends that just, lock up. But yeah, I just want to give you guys an update, and just be a confirmation. Go ahead and start that lock journey, guys. Um, Discover yourself and your locks, because your locks show to you and to the world exactly who you are. And just because they're not looking like someone else's, um, they're not supposed to. The lock is the locking experience is an individualized experience, um, and that's something that we have to accept. It's cool looking at other people's journey because it gives you insight as to some of the things that you may or may not be able to do, or that you like, and that you can try. And that's what this is about. It's about trying something new. So I do encourage you to look at other YouTubers, stories as far as their lock journey goes. But ultimately, you have to know that this is your journey. It doesn't consist of what myself or any other YouTuber um, thinks or feels for that matter. It's up to you. So happy locks. You guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. And if you like this content, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Later, Lock Gang.